you're going to bed exhausted but your mind refuses to switch off, what if the real problem isn't overthinking at all, but a tiny sleep switch gland in your brain that's fallen out of rhythm? Welcome back to Koru Health AI, the place where we turn complex health science into simple, actionable steps. In today's episode, Unlock Deep Sleep and Clear Mind Pineal Reset, we're zooming in on one tiny but powerful structure in your brain that acts like a turn signal for sleep, the pineal gland. If you often feel wired at night, groggy in the morning, or like your body clock is just off, understanding this little gland might be the missing link. The pineal gland is a small, pine cone-shaped endocrine gland located deep within the brain, safely nestled near its center. Despite its small size, it plays a crucial role in our daily lives by helping to coordinate when we feel awake, drowsy, or ready for deep sleep. Its primary job is to interpret signals about light and darkness from the environment and translate them into internal timing cues. The pineal gland receives this light information indirectly from the eyes through specialized pathways that carry day-night signals into the brain. It then uses these light cues to regulate our internal biological clock, our circadian rhythm. In this way, the pineal gland acts as a central coordinator for many daily rhythms, from sleep and wakefulness to hormone release and even body temperature. The main way the pineal gland carries out this timekeeping role is by producing and secreting the hormone melatonin. Melatonin is often called the hormone of darkness because its production is stimulated by darkness and suppressed by light. When evening arrives and light levels drop, the pineal gland begins to release melatonin into the bloodstream. This rise in melatonin signals to the body that it's time to wind down. It helps reduce alertness and gently lowers core body temperature to prepare you for sleep. When the pineal gland is functioning properly, it supports a robust sleep-wake cycle, feeling naturally sleepy at night and alert by day, which forms the very foundation of long-term health. Section 2. Threats to the system. How this tiny sleep switch can get disrupted over time. One of the most discussed threats to pineal gland health is calcification. Calcification is a process where calcium phosphate deposits gradually build up in the gland's tissue, hardening it over time. Imagine a tiny pine cone-shaped gland near the center of your brain slowly collecting mineral grit over the years, almost like scale building up inside a pipe. The pineal gland has a very high blood flow, often described as among the highest in the body. That constant blood flow means it's regularly exposed to substances in the bloodstream, which may make it more susceptible to accumulating certain compounds. While some calcification appears to increase naturally with age, excessive buildup is thought to impair the gland's ability to produce and release melatonin efficiently. The exact causes are still being researched, but factors like aging, metabolic imbalances, and exposure to certain environmental substances all seem to play a role. Another factor is environmental toxins. Fluoride, for instance, can accumulate in the pineal gland. Some research suggests a correlation between higher fluoride exposure and reduced melatonin, potentially worsening calcification and sleep disruption. Beyond fluoride, endocrine-disrupting chemicals, such as those found in certain plastics, pesticides, and industrial pollutants, can interfere with hormone signaling. Chronic exposure to these chemicals may disrupt pineal function and overall hormonal balance, which is why reducing unnecessary exposure is a prudent step. Oxidative stress from poor diet, chronic stress, lack of sleep, smoking, and excess alcohol can further damage neurons and glands, including the pineal. Therefore, adopting a healthier lifestyle, better nutrition, stress management, smarter light habits, and reduced toxin exposure is one of the most powerful ways to protect this vital gland over time. Section 3. Recognizing the signs, symptoms of a disrupted rhythm. The most immediate sign is difficulty with sleep, trouble falling asleep, often from delayed melatonin release. Poor sleep maintenance, waking multiple times, 2 or 3 a.m., then struggling to fall back asleep. Even after 8 hours in bed, groggy and unrefreshed, signs of missing deep restorative sleep. Daytime brain fog makes thinking, focusing, and recalling information harder, easily distracted or struggling to complete complex projects. Low mental energy, like running on a low battery, makes every task feel effortful. Chronic fatigue that isn't relieved by rest, increased reliance on stimulants. Irritability, anxiety, or feeling emotionally flat can accompany circadian disruption. These signs aren't proof of calcification. They indicate a disrupted rhythm with many possible causes. Treat them as feedback. Check your habits and environment, then take steps to correct the issues. Small changes to routine and light exposure can begin restoring healthy sleep-wake cycles. To support the pineal gland and overall brain health, it's crucial to provide the right nutritional building blocks. Certain key nutrients cross the blood-brain barrier and can directly influence brain function. Magnesium supports over 300 enzymatic reactions, including those that calm the nervous system via GABA receptors. It promotes relaxation and better sleep onset and quality. Magnesium glycinate, magnesium L-threonate. These forms have high bioavailability and can readily reach the brain. Vitamin D supports brain processes. Low levels link to poor sleep. B vitamins aid energy metabolism and neurotransmitters. Vitamin B6 helps convert tryptophan into serotonin, which is then converted into melatonin in the pineal gland. Antioxidants defend the brain from oxidative stress and protect the pineal gland. Vitamin C and vitamin E work together to neutralize free radicals. N-acetylcysteine is a precursor to glutathione, the body's master antioxidant. Omega-3s, especially DHA from fatty fish or fish oil, are structural to brain cell membranes and powerfully anti-inflammatory. Prioritize whole foods, leafy greens, colorful vegetables, fatty fish, nuts, seeds, and citrus fruits. If you struggle to get all of these nutrients consistently from food alone, you might consider a targeted, science-backed pineal support formula, such as the Pineal Guardian Blend, which combines key micronutrients and antioxidants into one simple nightly step. This helps your pineal gland make melatonin efficiently, buffer oxidative stress, and support deeper, clearer-headed sleep. Always in consultation with your healthcare provider. Light is arguably the most powerful external signal that influences the pineal gland and our circadian rhythm. The timing, intensity, and color of light dictate our internal clock. Get bright light within the first hour of waking. Morning sunlight is ideal. Aim for 10 to 30 minutes of direct sun on face and eyes, without sunglasses if possible. This sends a strong wake-up signal, suppresses lingering melatonin, and starts the 24-hour timer for evening release. If sunlight isn't available, a 10,000 lux light therapy box for 20 to 30 minutes can substitute. This boosts daytime alertness and sets sleepiness to arrive roughly 14 to 16 hours later. Just as vital, avoid bright light at night, especially 2 to 3 hours before bed. Overhead lights, blue light from phones, tablets, computers, televisions are particularly disruptive. They suppress melatonin and trick your brain into thinking it is still daytime. Manage evenings with dim, warm lamps, device night modes, and blue-blocking glasses. Your digital sunset. Make the bedroom dark. Blackout curtains or a sleep mask help the pineal receive a clear darkness signal. Supporting your body's natural detoxification pathways is crucial for promoting pineal and brain health without extreme fads. Consistently support the liver and kidneys, your primary filtration and elimination systems. Proper hydration helps kidneys flush metabolic byproducts and toxins. A high-fiber diet from fruits, vegetables, and whole grains supports regular elimination. Lower exposure to fluoride and other chemicals. Consider certified water filters for fluoride, heavy metals, and chlorine. Avoid heating food in plastic to reduce BPA and phthalates. Use glass, stainless steel, or ceramic instead. Choose fresh whole foods over processed items. When possible, opt for organic to reduce pesticides and herbicides. Support glutathione with sulfur-rich foods like garlic, onions, broccoli, and cauliflower. Exercise and sweating also help. Reduce alcohol to free the liver for its vital detox duties. These are consistent, long-term strategies that create a healthier internal environment for your entire body. Mind-body practices support brain and indirectly pineal function by managing stress. Chronic stress elevates cortisol, which can interfere with sleep and disrupt hormonal balance. Meditation and mindfulness can downregulate the nervous system, even with 5 to 15 minutes daily. Physiological size and box breathing can shift you from high alert to rest and relaxation. Approach pineal topics with scientific skepticism. Myths about opening the third eye or decalcifying for enlightenment lack evidence. Real change comes from gently supporting your pineal gland over time. True support comes from fundamentals: managing light, improving sleep, eating a nutritious diet, and reducing stress. Focus on well-formulated, science-backed supplements and gentle detox support, rather than dramatic miracle promises. These actions have strong evidence for better sleep and brain function. If you'd like to explore high-quality tools and resources to support your brain and pineal well-being, check the links in the description below.